Hi guys, I'm here to read you a book, The Littles and the Secret Letter. Here we go. Next week you can take an AR test on it if you would like. Tom and Lucy Little watched Henry Bigg's birthday party from their secret lookout place. I wish we could really go to the party, Lucy said sadly. We can't, her brother said. There they are up at the top, Tom and Lucy Little, watching the birthday party. Tom and Lucy's whole family lived inside the walls of Mr. and Mrs. Bigg's house. There was plenty of room for them because the Littles were very, very small. None of the Biggs even knew they were there. I don't see why we always have to hide from the Biggs, Lucy said. I want to be friends with Henry. We Littles don't need to be friends with the Biggs, Tom said. We have each other. Lucy thought about it. She could see that Tom was right. They always had good times with their family. Uncle Pete was a great darts player. Granny Little made the most wonderful dolls. And every Sunday night, the whole family played Go Fish. And yet, as she looked down at the party, Lucy wished for a friend her own age. I bet Henry would like me if he got to know me, she said. What do you predict Lucy's going to do? Do you think she's going to try to be friends with Henry Bigg? Tom flicked his furry tail. Forget it, he said. The Biggs must never know a thing about us. They might think we are animals and lock us up in a zoo. Lucy's face turned pale. Oh, Tom, she cried. I did a terrible thing. I wrote Henry a letter and put it in his presents next to the card I made him. Oh, no, Tom said. I've got to get that letter before Henry reads it. He ran to the elevator and climbed down inside. Look at what he's using for an elevator. It's a can. The Littles' elevator was made from a tin can. It went up and down between the walls. Tom rode down to the living room floor. Henry and his friends were playing pin the tail on the donkey, so no one saw Tom scoot across the floor. Tom looked up at the big table. It was covered with cards and presents. Hand over hand, Tom inched his way up to the lamp cord. It felt like forever before he reached the top. Tom climbed onto a gift box and looked around. He spotted Lucy's letter and quickly snatched it up. But before he could grab the birthday card, Tom heard Mrs. Bigg speak. There's just enough time to open the presents before we cut the cake, Mrs. Bigg said. All the children ran to the table to see Henry's presents. Tom leaped into a pot of ivy to hide. He wished he had his green shirt instead of the red one. Someone might see him. Tom had an idea. He pulled a green leaf around him. Now he was safe. There he is hiding in the plant. Henry started opening his cards and presents. Tom held his breath when Henry got to Lucy's card. It's so tiny, Mrs. Bigg said. Who's it from? It's from some girl named Lucy Little, Henry said. Who's she? Mrs. Bigg asked. Oh, I don't know, Henry said. Somebody must be playing a joke on me. He tossed the card aside and opened the next present. At last, it was time for the cake. Henry and his friends went into the kitchen. This was Tom's chance to get away. Lucy was waiting when Tom stepped out of the elevator. You got my letter, she said. You saved us. Together, Tom and Lucy tore up the letter. Then Lucy gave her big brother a big hug. I still wish we had some other children to play with, Lucy told Tom, but I know I'll never find a better friend than you. The end. I hope you enjoyed that one. I think next week I'm going to find a chapter book to read aloud to you guys, and so I'll read a chapter every single day. I thought that might be a little bit of fun, and maybe I'll still do a book, a smaller book that you can take AR tests on each day if you would like to. All right, friends, I will see you tomorrow on our Zoom meeting. I miss you.